Alright, this is part two. Okay.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Alright, so anyways, my New Year's resolution this year is to go up to guys that I like in the bar. I know it's not the greatest place to find guys, but if I find someone interesting this time, I'm actually going to go up to them, not just Google and go, ooh. No, I'm actually going to go up to them this time. So, I didn't see anybody at the bar, so I figured I'm not going to get up. Because the one guy I did that she spotted for me, he was pretty cute, pretty tall too, but then I found out he smokes. I don't date smokers. It's just like licking the damn ashtray. I don't do that. So, anyways, so that was my Friday night. Saturday, I only got like 3 hours of sleep after I got home. And
she knew what she was getting into.
Yeah. I get up, and I'm like, no, it's not 5 o'clock yet. It's not 5:30. Get me to let me sleep in. Because I had to go to Ann Arbor for my brother's girlfriend to take her to her massage therapy at the U of M. So they got me some cappuccino stuff from, that was probably another thing I did.
The cappuccino?
I had a frozen cap over at McDonald's.
Oh, I don't know.
So, anyways,
a lot of calories.
Yeah. So, anyways, so I had McDonald's before I went out, and I drove all the way out from there to Ann Arbor, and that took about an hour with snow, with shitty roads, bad Michigan weather. I had to go really slow. I started slipping and sliding, and I was going like 30 miles an hour. So it was bad. So it took me about an hour to get there, maybe a little hour and a half. Usually it takes me about an hour to get out there when I'm in really good road conditions. So I got out there, and I was totally lost, and she'd never been out there because she never took classes out there before. So I was like, okay. So we called the guy that she had to meet up with for her classes, and we got in there, and I got to park the car, and luckily I didn't pay any tolls or anything. I got to be in Ann Arbor. Okay, people, I am a Michigan fan, alright? I got to go see the swim team. Yeah, baby! Oh, that was great. I got to see the girls, and I got to see the guys, and man, with those guys' asses hot! Ah! So then after that, I got in there, helped her take her stuff upstairs, got to see the swim team. I even have photos, which I'll probably end up putting up later. Actually, some of them are on my Facebook, and I had fun with that, and then I figured, hey, I saw the sign in the back. I'm a Michigan fan. I'm going to go take some photos. So I have one without a cap, and then later that day, because I went walking all day with my brother, I shopped, and I got me a hat, a Michigan hat. So this summer, I'll probably end up wearing that more. But, anyways, so I went walking all day with my brother, hung out with my brother because he went with, girlfriend, so he had to be there. And so me and him spent the day in Ann Arbor, and I had fun. Cold. Yeah, it's cold. It was cold. I had snow. I had flakes that big, people, in my face. I had wind blistering in my eye. I walked from a parking garage, because I originally was going to take a toll, and pay the toll, but I talked to a cop there, campus cop, and he told me it was just easier to pay at the parking garage, so that's what we did. My brother was the one that ended up paying, so it actually made it cheaper for him. So I parked my stuff in the parking garage, and I almost thought I was going to crash my car, because it started, like you drive, and the ceiling started getting narrow, so I started looking through my sunroof, and I was like, shit, is this going to break my car? Because if it is, I'll pay for my car. And I was pissed off. I was going to, so I turned back around, found out that I couldn't park there because it said don't park between 6 a.m. and 10. I was like, fine. So I ended up driving back up there, and luckily my car just wedged in enough so I could take it, sit down to, keep it there. So we ended up going there, went to 2 museums, and they were free. You could donate, that they asked for donations. So I went to an art museum, and we went to an archaeology museum, and I thought they were very fun. I walked 7 stairs that day. I've walked 6 hours, so I walked a lot that day, and by the time I got home, I was sore, and I was not in the mood, because having to drive and walk all day, I was not wanting to cook.
And dance the night before.
Yes, and dance the night before, yes.
Although she didn't dance that much. She's kind of a hater-waiter when it comes to that.
No. Okay, we went outside. I was cold. My arms, I could not feel my underarms.
Oh, you would have gotten warm if you'd gotten up and danced.
Well, there's always next time.
That's right.
So
Sherman's Lounge.
right. Oh, next week.
Next Friday.
Next Friday. So, anyways, so we went to. I went to Subway. Had half a sub that day. I did pretty good on that. I had a cookie. I gave the other cookies to my brother.
For you.
So then, after that, I drove home and I gave them the option because the folks were out of town at the time. So my family is not the exploring type on when it comes to food. They like the same old, same old. So luckily, Rocelle showed me a restaurant once called Battle West and Gano's.
Yeah,
am I saying it right? Okay. So I've tried both of them with her, and I liked it because I like trying new places and new restaurants. Sometimes I have to be the experimental person in my family to find out the cost and if the food sizes are good for them and whatnot. And so
their food sizes are huge.
Yeah. So I gave them the choice Battle West or Sagano's, and they said first they said Sagano's, and then I was like, "Are you sure?" Because my brother's girlfriend was asleep in the car. And they changed their mind and went up with Battle West. So we went with Battle West, and I ate half that meal, and apparently by Rocelle's estimations, that's a whole meal. So, because they apparently serve you 2 servings in one meal.
Well, they give you 2 cups of rice, and 1 serving of rice is a half cup.
Right. So I did not know that.
And they give you 8 pieces of chicken and 1 serving of chicken.
Right. That's the large
2
size.
to 4.
Yeah. So that's the one I got with the dinner size, and I got hummus, and the pita bread did not help, but. So this
hummus is good for you.
Yes, this is for. Hummus is good. I do love hummus, but the pita bread was not good for me. Neither was the rice. But it was better. Rice is better than fries. I'll tell you that much. But so I had that. I saved half that meal and had that for lunch the next day. Sunday I end up doing. Anyways, okay, let's get ahead. So Saturday, I end up pretty much just did all my necessary stuff that I usually do. I fill up my water bottles for the week. I had some food that I could sort because I'm getting down low on my supply of food. So I should go shopping once a month, and whatever my parents give me, I usually end up eating whatever they give me, and plus I cut down my food, and so it helps me out. So I ended up doing that with only a couple hours of sleep, and then I went to go see that Katherine Heigl movie, One for the Money. That was pretty good. I was the only single person in that theater, and I thought it was a really good movie. So I was glad that, even if I went alone, I still had a good time. I got home about 11 that night and went to bed, and I crashed. I got up about 9 o'clock the next day, relaxed around the house a little bit, vacuumed, did some wash. So my day went pretty fast, and even though I had planned to do other stuff, I still didn't get my homework done, and I felt terrible. So I ended up missing my Monday class because of that. So I figured I could save gas money, and to get some homework done, and that didn't happen because I ended up having to go talk to the internet guy because we were having internet problems. Ended up finding out that the splitter on my internet, because this is the second time. The first guy was supposed to do both the top and the bottom, but because I wasn't there or anybody else wasn't in the house, they didn't look at the splitter. They only looked at the one upstairs, and they didn't look at the one in the basement. Apparently the one in the basement is old as F, and it wasn't compatible, so the guy ended up having to do the rewiring, and now I haven't had any internet problems since I called them up. So I told my parents, and then I had an argument with my parents about money, but I ended up saying I have to pay for it, whatever. So, so I had to deal with the internet on Monday, and by the time he got done eating and with everything, I still didn't get my homework done. Now it pissed me off. So I went to class the next day because I had missed the week before. Because you can't with Biker, you can't miss 2 weeks in a row consistently, or 4 classes altogether. So, yeah. So I ended up went to class. I had a good time in class. I found out some more stuff to do, and my teacher got some information for me. So I'm hoping to get those projects done this weekend. On